Hey guys, this is Make It Work with Yosh, and today I received a package from my cousin, and he wanted me to work on whatever is in this package. He didn't tell me what it is, but he said that he know I can do it, and he wants me to work on it. So we will be opening up the package and see what he has sent me. I hope you guys have been doing okay. It is a beautiful Thursday, and we're just gonna pull this out and see what he has sent me. I think he's professional. Try to wrap it up real nice. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's a tablet. It's an iPad tablet. Okay. Alrighty. He said that there's some foil, and in the foil will be the screws, without telling me what I will be working on. And let's see what this is. Let's check it out. They have this wrapped up pretty nice. I don't know, it got to be a screen or a digitizer or for the touch screen or something. Let's see. Open up both ends. Oh, that's what it is. Yes. See that, guys? See the wire and everything? That's the digitizer. That's pretty much the touch screen. So he wanted me to install a new touchscreen. It seemed like wherever he ordered his kit from, it came well equipped, come with the tools and everything. So guys, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We are going to be installing a new touchscreen on an iPad. See what all they give. Let's move this out of the way. Suit this up. Wipes, wet and dry. It's a nice little kit. This is one of the screwdrivers they give. This is an itty bitty flathead. I mean, not flathead, but Phillips. Itty bitty. Sorry guys, my hands look dry. Washing my hands 1,000 times a day would do that. Should have threw some lotion on, but I didn't do it. Let's see. This is the tool that helped crack open the bezel. Well, yeah, definitely. Looks like he already got it cracked open. This is also another tool. And let's see. Look like a pair of tweezers. And got just a rubber thing to keep them closed. And another type of tool, I guess, to help crack it open if the plastic tools don't work. And guys, these look like 2 suction cups. And that's what they are. 2 suction cups. So guys, this is what we are going to be working on. These are all the tools. And yeah, I'm going to have fun. I love working on things. And you have the screwdriver. Nice little tool set that they give you. Plus the wipes. Yeah. A dry and a wet. So, you know, that's pretty nice. So guys, just hang in there and we will be getting started very soon. And before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. I really appreciate it. And we still have our contest going on. Once I reach 200 subscribers, I will be doing a big giveaway. It will be including gift cards with money, and it will be Bluetooth speakers. I have 3 places. You will have first, second, and third place. And, you know, if you look on my videos of the big giveaway, you will see what is all included and how it works. Well, guys, just hang in there. Let me get my camera adjusted and we will get started. Okay, guys, I had spoke to my cousin, and what he was telling me is he purchased a new touchscreen and he tried to install it himself. And he had broke the tape wire, and that's why he sent me a brand new package of the touchscreen and wanted me to fix it. So let's take it apart and take a look at it. Okay, this must be the brand new one. You can see where it still have the plastic where you could pull off. Yeah, I can see where the tape wire has been tore. Yeah, so that is no good. Let's see, this hair. Let's take this up. Okay, guys, first off, what I see I need to do is, if you replacing yours and you have where the bezel, what it will be the bezel, I guess the adhesive film, you will have to scrape that off. And I'm not talking about scrape it off with a razor blade. That will scratch up your screen. You're probably going to have to use some type of plastic and alcohol to just get that peeled off real good. Because if you're going to be replacing it, you can't have all that old residue on there. So that's one thing. I had took this apart right before I turned the camera back on. But the way that's in, it has a little loop. Like once let me put this, raise this up for you guys. You see right there? So that's where this wire plugs in at right there. And what you do, once you plug it in, you will swing the little, you see that? It's a little swing. Let me put my hand so you can see it. It's a little swing right there. See that? Once you get it plugged in, you swing it and it locks it in place. So let's move that out of the way. Okay, now I see where the tape wire is. What he didn't realize is when you remove or replacing the new one, you just gently pull it out. Some people want to tug at it, and that's how it would tear. So yeah, that one is no good. That goes with the old touchscreen. And before we start installing the new one, definitely you want to clean up like any residue from the old one. Right here I see a few pieces of glass and some of the adhesive part that was on the screen right there. And right here, if you see all this, you want to clean all that up, guys. And they also, in the tool set, I guess when you order your touchscreen, it comes with a black pointed plastic like this. One end is flat. See that? Another end is pointed. And what that is for is it helps you get, let me show you guys before I get too far. Okay, when you get your new touchscreen, it's going to come with a little bezel, gray bezel that goes on here like that. But you want to move the old one and get it cleaned up before you replace the new one. And that's what this comes in hand for. That's what this is for. And I'm going to show you guys. You can see where he tried to tear it off a little bit. What you want to do, you just go up under there. See how that's raising it up? And you just go all the way around. And you want to pull that old one up. Sometime once you get it started, you can just pull it up by hand. And you just want to go all the way around. Make sure you get it all up. That way you don't have to be overlapping, and you don't want that. Once you overlap it, you know, and guys, like I said once before, on one side it has the 3M adhesive on it. Let me show you guys. See this light. See that? That's the 3M adhesive that you're going to pull the little tape off, and it has the sticky part on it. So once you peel that off and put it over top of the old one, and you haven't pulled that old one out, yeah, it's pretty much no good anymore. So make sure, guys, you go all the way around to make sure you get it all out. Okay. See right there? See a little bit more right there. We'll pull it all out. And like I said, make sure, take your time, guys. There's no rush. Take your time, look all the way around real good, and make sure that all of the old one is pulled up. Okay. Now, once you got all the old one pulled up, you can use, I will use a alcohol pad, and try not to have it citrate of wetness for you would drop it in any of the electronic parts. You don't want that. You just want it somewhat damp, not dripping damp, but just a little damp so you can scrub and clean your areas to get it clean. And that way, when you get ready to replace your new bezel trim, it will be really clean in the area to stick real good. So guys, I'm going to grab some alcohol pads, and I'm going to start cleaning around real good and get rid of some of the debris of, glass and stuff like that. Make sure just hang in there. You grab you some alcohol pads. Any type of alcohol pads will be okay. And I'm going to show you before you start using it how you want to kind of drain the alcohol pad a little bit before you start cleaning, for you won't get any alcohol on the electronic parts. Even though alcohol, it it dries up real fast. So, but I just want to take precaution and get you an O-rag, and I'll show you what the O-rag is used for. So, what you want to do? Turn your alcohol pad open, and if you get the good ones, they're really saturated a lot. So, you just want to kind of squeeze a little bit, squeeze a little bit out, and then you can start cleaning. You want to rub it pretty hard. Like I said, guys, what you want to do is getting any loose adhesive up. And what the rag is going to be, see how much stuff came off on there? The rag is going to be the extra roughness to help get that adhesive up. So, now if you have some left on there, it's okay. As long as it's not, big clumps just hanging around. That's why you want to make sure you clean all the way around it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys to see. And, like I said, I'm just trying to get some of that loose. Because like I said, when you put your new one down, see all that hanging off my alcohol pad? You don't want all that to be on your iPad when you get ready to put the new one down. So what you want to do is just, like I said, just be a little rough on it. You're not going to hurt anything. You're not going to break anything, because this is just the plastic. So, you know, you just want to make sure you get it off. I'm going to get another one in a minute, but I'm going to take my rag and I'm going to go over it real good. And this helps get any of the loose adhesive up. See, even though this is still showing black, but it's smooth. It's not big chunks and stuff like that. And that's what I'm talking about. You want to make sure you get the big chunks out. Let's open up another page. I'll say, guys, don't forget to squeeze a little bit. Just let some of it off. And let's see if we can kind of go over that a little bit more. See if we can get it really clean. What I'm doing, I'm going all the way around. Back out for you guys to see. Like I said, since we already squeezed a lot of the alcohol out, you don't have to worry about it dripping into like your camera area. Nowhere like that. Like I said, we're trying to get all this big chunky stuff out. Okay, let's get our rag. What you want to do, just put your finger in there like that, and that helps you have more control. You actually have more control of getting all that stuff out. And like I said, it's not gonna, you don't have to get it super clean that you don't see any type of residue like this. I just want you to get the big chunks out. That's all you want to do. You just want to get the big chunks out. We probably have to use about 2 more. This be 1. Squeeze it a little bit. Now, guys, I noticed right here, I had to screw this back down. I guess he took it apart thinking he had to take that apart. See where the 2 screws are? There and there. And that's a little tape wire. What that goes to, that is your switch on the side of your iPad. So I had to screw that back down, but the tape wire looked like it been kind of bent up a little bit. So hopefully he didn't mess that up when he was removing it. We will find out once we get it all together. I'm hoping that he didn't mess that up, because if he did, that would be another problem. So, like I said, we will find out as we go. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. Done dropped the camera. Sorry about that. Let's get us all back up. Okay. Okay, we should be good right there. Let's get it back straight. Sorry about that, guys. Trying to make sure I get some good angles for you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. Okay. So once you get that, let's see, what is this? A little screw? It must be a screw that he unscrewed and thought he had to take it apart. Yeah, he's not like me. I do all this electronic stuff, so you know, I'm used to it. He just didn't know what all he needs to take apart to replace the touch screen, and that's how he accidentally messed up the one he had. So, but we're gonna get them together. It's no problem. It's my cousin. He do anything for me, and I do anything for him. So, what we need to look at is see where that little screw came from, and I don't see anywhere. Let's see. Oh, I think it came from there. I think it's some little, yeah, right there. Some little screws right there. So, yeah. We need to replace those screws. I was wondering where all the little extra screws came from. Yeah. Yep. That's one. Okay. Let's see how many. We need two more. Yeah, so I was wondering, he had quite a bit of screws sitting around. And I was like, wow. And I was trying to look and see where all the screw holes is missing screws at. I know there's 4 for the screen. And the bezel, touchscreen bezel, don't need any because it just is on there by adhesive. So, yeah. As we go, we will find out what is missing. Try to go over it to look to see if I see any holes that's got screws missing. These little screws are so small. Okay, I think that screw is a little bit too big. Let's see. I got another little bitty small screw over here. Let's see if this is one that goes in there. Yeah, that's the main thing when you take something apart. Make sure you remember exactly where you took it apart from, before you can put it right back in the same spot. Okay, got that one. And let's see, one more. And I'm not sure if he might have lost some screws, because there's some screws that just have one screw to it, and I know it should be more than that. So let's look at something. I think no, it's just a sticker to help hold it on there. So guys, I don't think any of these screws will fit in that itty bitty hole except at one. So yeah. Like I said, these screws are so small. Yeah, I think if this one won't fit, he must have lost the last one that goes right there. But I think it'd be okay. It's not doing anything but holding. Yeah, it's not going to fit. It's not doing anything but holding that plastic cover. So we can get away without it. So, well, guys, like I said, that's main thing you want to do is clean out and get all the residue. Make sure you get any glass that you may have broke up their old screen. Make sure all that stuff is out. Okay. Look it over real good to make sure everything's good and clean. You want to make sure everything. You know, you don't want to leave stuff, and once you get it back together, you be moving it around and you be hearing all kind of little stuff moving around inside. And then you have to take it all apart again. And the way these are designed, once you put them together with the 3M adhesive, yeah, it's pretty much together. You have to tear all that up and have to order new stuff again. So yeah, we're not trying to go and do that. So just make sure any loose stuff, you just want to, okay, just tear it off, any of the loose stuff. I'm trying to check. Yeah. So now, guys, you can use your flat part of this black piece to kind of scrape some of the adhesive off if you want. That's what I do. Okay, we had a big chunk right there. Let me make sure you guys can see this. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to make sure. Yeah. Just want to make sure. Yeah, that was a big chunk right there. See that right there, guys? Big chunk. It kind of blended in, so it was hard to see. So, like I said, just go around, make sure everything is all good. Okay. All right, I think everything is all good right there. Okay. So, the next thing you want to do is this. Remember the bezel I was telling you about? The little silver bezel that we peeled out with the black plastic pry bar. You want to make sure you fit it up first before you go on and peel off your 3M. Make sure you know how it's going to set, because this is pretty much, once you get it on there, it's on there. So, okay, make sure we fit real good. And guys, the way you want to do this is you want to start at one end and go and push that way up. So let's go on and peel this off. See how we can get it started. Okay, just get a part, just get a piece and peel. You see that, guys? Get a piece and peel. And it's really sticky, so you just want to make sure that you peel it. See, they got it in 4 sections. So once you get it peeled, you flip it back over. And like I said, what you want to do, you want to start on one end. Go from one end and squeeze as you go. You can lay it down. Just make sure you start at one end first. You want to, I'm sorry guys, let me scoot that up. Make sure you get it just like that. And then you want to rub it down a little bit. And then you just turn it. And you want to make sure you get this end down. Okay. Got that. Turn it. And just keep on doing the same thing as you go around. Now if it's set down a little bit, you just lift it slowly. And then you just want to, and what that does, guys, it let the touch screen set in there properly. So let's scoot that out. Okay, we got that fitted around. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And just guys, just take your time and just make sure you go back around and check everything. Okay, it looks pretty good to me. Now let's see. I know the camera is kind of moving, making sure there's no area that there was some screws in there that he took out. No, I don't see any. So, all right, guys. All righty. Okay. So, let's get this turned back around. Now, we can set this aside and we are going to work on cleaning the access from the other touchscreen that is on this screen right here. And remember I told you guys, like, you don't want to use no razor blade. You want to just use some type of plastic. I think this is why they put this on here, why it's so flat. This might be to help you scrape off the access. And it shouldn't scratch the screen. No, it's not going to scratch it. You just want to scrape it best you can. And after we get so much scraped, then we go back over it with alcohol pad. And if we have to scrape again, we will. So guys, I'm going to let you just scrape all the way around. Just make sure you get it scraped as best you can. And I'm going to scrape mine. And I will come back and check on you and show you after I get it scraped how I'm going to do it with alcohol pad. Okay? So just hang in there, guys. Now, guys, make sure while you're doing this, you're not pressing too hard on the screen because you don't want to break the screen. You don't want to crack it. So, you just kind of want to go along the side. Try to be gentle, but try to scrape much as you can off. You can wipe it with your finger or your rag. Like I said, we're going to be using the alcohol pad a little bit after we get through. Okay. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to just pick up the screen. Like I said, don't press too hard on there. You don't want to crack your screen. Your LCD. You just want to go across. Actually, we probably don't have to use any alcohol. If you get that pretty much scraped pretty good, yeah, you don't have to use any alcohol. I'd rather not use any alcohol because I don't want any to seep underneath the screen. Because as you doing it, you can see like it's really just real thin glass that's on there. So yeah, let's not use any alcohol on this part, guys. Let's not. Okay, so let's see. Make sure everything in the back is clear. And we're going to clean this up a little bit before we install the touchscreen over top of it. You don't want to, keep it all dirty and then you put the touchscreen over it and you can see fingerprints and everything over it. So, you don't want to go that route. So, let's see. Now, we're going to bring our bottom back and we are going to install this. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is try to zoom in and let you see how to get that plugged back in. Let me zoom in. Sorry guys if my camera is not so clear. Okay, what you want to do, like I said, if you see this, see how that pin loop is up? You want to keep it back against the wire like that. And when you slide it in, you want to try to make it for you guys to see. You want to lay it down, like lay it down, get it even. Get it even with that. And see how I got it? You just wiggle it in. Once you wiggle it in, you can either take your finger or some type of little flathead screwdriver and clip it down. You see how I raise that clip up like that? And just click it. See? That way it won't slide back out. You got it clicked in there. And that's how you get the screen, the LCD back in there. Okay? So you're going to lay that back in place. Well, I'll take that back. Before you lay that back in place, you are going to attach up the touch screen before you lay it back in place. So what you're going to have to do is, just have your, let me scoot back for you guys to see the full thing, what I'm saying. Let me zoom back out. Okay. Yeah, once you get that your LCD attached up, you just lay it with it turned over like that. Okay. So, let me see how we're going to do this, because I want to make sure I get everything attached up before let's see guys, how I'm going to do this. I want to clean my LCD before I lay my touchscreen over it. You know? You want to make sure that all of that is clean. So, let's see how we're going to do this. Okay. So, main thing you want to do is make sure you don't have anything on your touch screen that you are going to be laying down. So let's go ahead and I guess what we're going to do, let's get our touch screen. That's it. See, I got the new wire. And they just got that tapes on there just a little bit. So now you're going to be gentle. This is a little thin tape wire. That's what that is. So you want to make sure. Let's turn it over, take a look. Okay. Okay, this is the way it's going to go, because you're going to attach these wires up right here. You guys see it? Okay, that's where those wires attach up at. So, best thing to do is, the way I want to do it is probably, I'm going to lay my touch screen underneath. Like that. Let the wire go underneath of the LCD. And I'm going to slowly lay here. Actually, I got some ideas. Use 2 alcohol pads, and what I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about is, because I don't want my LCD to really touch my touch screen yet, the inside. So I'm going to lay 2 alcohol pads as cushion on each side. That way, when I lay it back down, it's not really touching the touch screen. So, okay. Then I'm going to, yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to change the angle of the camera for you guys to see what I'm doing. So just hang in there. Okay, guys, I changed the angle of the camera for you guys to follow along and see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, what you want to do is you want your tape wire to go down in here like this. Now, remember, the shiny part right here, they are going to go downwards. They're going to push into it, but the shiny part is going to be facing down. A lot of you guys probably get that mixed up, but the reason why is because the attachments, the prongs that goes to the tape wire is actually at the bottom. So you want to make sure you get it lined up. I'm going to try to get it angled for you guys to see. And pretty much what you're going to do, you're going to get it lined up, both sides. And once you get it lined up, you can use a tool if you need to, like your flat head tool. And you're going to just kind of help make sure it's pushed down. Because you're going to slide. You're going to slide it down in there. Okay. Make sure it's angled just right. Pretty much what you're going to do, you want to get it pushed in there exactly the same time. So make sure they both down. And you just slide. And you can take your plastic in and kind of use it towards the back like this. Now be careful, because like I said, you don't want to tear that tape wire. Then we'd be in the same place as we was when we first got it. Okay, you want to make sure that slide up in there. Like I said, just take your time, go back and forth each side, because you see that? Back and forth each side, because you want it to be evenly in there. So go one side, push in, second side, push in, and once you get that white little line on each side really close to the end part, you're finished. That should be good. So now what you can do, once you get that, let me zoom out. Let me angle my camera a little bit. Once you get that in there, then you can take your LCD and you can lay it over top like that. And then you angle and adjust your LCD, and it should just sit in place once you get everything in there. See how that just set there? Set in place? It's set in place really nice, really nice. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to get our screws, and we're going to, you need your 4 screws that goes to your LCD. And make sure you got your screwdriver. And we're going to clean the LCD after we get the screws in. So get your 4 screws. Take your time, guys, one at a time. Before you want to drop your little screws. These screws are small. And what you want to do, there's a screw hole on each side. And you just want to screw that in place. Get your next screw. Put it right there. We'll screw it in place. Then your next one. Like I said, it's just 4 screws. You want to go over to your next hole. Screw it in place. And then your last screw right here. These are itty bitty screws, guys. Like I said, I know I said it 100 times, but trust me, they are little. Look how small they are. I'm gonna itty bitty. It's so small, it's hard to even focus on it. Yeah, itty bitty. So, and then you're gonna screw it in your last spot. Okay, now that's good. Okay, now these wipes that they gave us, like I said, one say dry, one say wet. I'm going to use it, I guess, on both. On this screen. Well, I actually noticed on here, on the touch screen, they actually do have plastic covering the inside of my touch screen. So this, I don't have to worry about this being dirty, because once I get ready to lay it over there, I just peel this up real quick and lay it over there. But I'm gonna show you guys, there's another thing you gotta do also. So let's go on and use these. These are for your LCD. So go on and tear open the wet side. Little bitty small. Look how small these are, guys. Guys, these are small. I guess it will work. Oh, I dropped it. My fat hands. I tell you, these little bitty things. It could be dry by the time I get it open. Okay, just take it and wipe your LCD. Make sure you get it everywhere, because you want to make sure you don't put that touch screen over it and it have fingerprints. You don't want that. Trust me, you do not want that. It will be so ugly. Because once you put that touch screen on, it is on. Okay, then you open up the other side, which say dry, and you want to use that to kind of get the smears, I guess, and yeah. And guys, I'm going to tell you honestly, if this don't get everything, I would either get a Microsoft cloth, or, you know, something like I don't think you want to use paper towels, because paper towels still sometimes leave smear marks. But it seems like this little thing works. So make sure you get it real good and clean. It helps when you're at an angle looking at it, for you can see where you're missing. Like if you're missing a spot. So I'm going to turn this over a little bit and try to finish it up. Like I said, you might have to lean a little bit at an angle for you can see every little smear mark that's left on the screen. Okay. Let's try to clean that up. Get it best we can. Okay. Okay, I think we're about finished. I see a little bit more smear. Dang. I'm gonna try it back on this side a little bit. Try to do it like this. I feel they could have gave a bigger little cloth. You know, not huge, but a little bigger than this. Come on, guys, now. This little bitty thing, especially if you got fat fingers, you know, it's over. Alrighty, I think that about it. So, hold on. I'll see just a little bit more. I just hate to get this on. Okay, guys. That will have to do. Yeah. Man, I wish it was a little bit bigger. Well, guys, that will have to do. I'm going to try to clean it just a little drop more. You know, I want it to be perfect somewhat. Okay. Well, this have to do. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, what you want to do is you want to first peel off around your touch screen. You see the black, look like the black tape. Actually, this is adhesive also, but you have to peel the top layer off because that's where the stickiness is. See that? Oh, let me make sure you guys see it. See that, guys? You just peel it around, and once you peel, you will see it is clear blue. So you could touch this because, like I said, it got a protector film on it. So you want to make sure you go around. I'm gonna let you see. Pull it camera back. See that? So you want to go around and get all that little clear blue off. Let me get this side angle and start it. Hold on. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Okay. There we go. And got one more piece. This piece right here. Go around. So, and like I said, if you have it at an angle, you can see it's blue before you even peel it up. Once you peel it up, of course, you can see it's blue. It's clear blue. Come on. Let's get this peeled up. I feel they should have gave like a little starting edge. That might be what? Let's see. The might use these little. It's the only little piece I'm having trouble with. Come on. Oh, it's coming. Coming. Yeah, I think we got it. Hello. We're getting there. Well, let's start at this end. Sorry about that, guys. It just... There we go. I had it. There we go. And then you just... There you go. See that? And you have, I think, one more piece you peel up. Now, like I said, I'm thinking you do. Let's see. I think you peel this piece up. I'm not sure. Seems like you do, but you might don't. No, you don't. All right, guys. All righty. So now we are going to take our time and lay this on here. Oh, before we do that, I almost forgot, guys. Don't make the mistake I almost did. You want to peel off your plastic, protector. So you want to peel that off. There we go. And once you peel it off, make sure you watch while you're talking for you won't put any spit particles or anything like that. And what you want to do is kind of, I'm trying to see. I might need to push this down in here a little bit. There you go. And make sure you line this up in the bezel. Okay, guys? Make sure you line it up in the bezel. Let me get this back in focus for you guys. You want to lay it down in the bezel. Make sure it's in the bezel, because this is where all this work at. Now, when you push this, don't forget, this is somewhat glass. So you don't want to push too hard. You just want to make sure it's in the bezel. Let's see. I don't know if this is what came with it to help get it in the bezel. Let's see. Thinking it might be. We shall find out. But you want to make sure it's fitted in that bezel. So I would say start from one end like this. Start from one end and kind of work your way around. Yeah, let's do that. Guys, we starting from one end, work your way around. Let's see, make sure you want to pull this towards the end. And what I'm using is this piece of thin metal they gave me. I'm thinking that is what you use to help make sure it's in the bezel. I'm thinking. So we got this part in. Okay. Just want to go along and send the bezel. Send the bezel. And just work your way around, guys. Like I said, take your time, work your way around. You know, rushing, it's not going to do anything but get you messed up. So you want to kind of take your time. You might have to lift that bezel up a little bit, your touch screen, and just make sure that you can go around. That's what I'm doing. I just want to make sure it is laying in there. You know, as it's sitting up above, just take your flat piece, and you see how I'm just pulling the bezel that I laid in first out to make sure my touch screen is laying in it. That's what you want to do. And like I say, guys, you got to take your time. You just want to fit it in there. That's all. So just make sure you take your time. You keep going all the way around till everything is in. And make sure you got everything in. So it might take a little time, but hey, you want to make sure this is right. So just make sure you get it right. Okay, I see that sitting in. Guys, I see the main thing you will have problems with is the corners. Okay, your corners is your main thing that you will have problems with. So you make sure you go all the way around. Make sure those corners is around that touchscreen bezel. Okay, just take your time. I know I said it 100 times, but trust me, I'm telling you, take your time. You want to make sure it's in that touchscreen is in that bezel that you put on earlier, because that rubber seal is what helps hold everything in place. So, and like I said, it got adhesive on it. I feel the adhesive should have been a little thicker. If it was a little thicker, it will work much better. Okay. Okay. Let me get this little corner. Like I say, your corners is what is going to really be the headaches. Your corners. So. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm almost finished. Just trying to get okay. I'm going to try to use something different instead of the metal. I'm going to try to use this. This might help me slide it a little bit easier. Like I said, be careful. You don't want to smash down too hard and break your touchscreen. Sorry, guys. Just trying to make sure, get all this in. And it's so hard to tell sometimes because where the little plastic bezel is the same color as your touch screen, so you gotta really look hard to make sure it is in there. And just what you want to do, go all the way around, keep pressing to make sure that adhesive is going to stick. Okay. Now, it got a protection cover over top of this too. I'll peel back once I make sure all this is sticking, guys. Like I said, this is a little bit of time consuming, but hey, you want to make sure it's done right, so just take your time. Nobody's in a race. Nobody's in a race.